Hey guys, today we're versing Alpha, Terran. Alright, so with Terran we start off with 2 roaches, 2 banelings behind, and 6 zerglings at the back. This way we've got roaches at the front to tank for us, and our zerglings and banelings will do the damage. This is really good against early Marines, Marauders, and Reapers, because our roaches will tank for us. It's really easy for us to counter their units. Alright. So they've got 2 Marauders and 4 Marines. We do not want to place a lot of units at the moment because we want to switch over to tier 2 as soon as possible. Because once we get to tier 2, we will get infestors, we'll get hydras, lurkers, mutas, so there are so many options we can choose to fight against Terran. Let me just switch, well, I'll just do that later. I might have to switch to full screen, so I'll do that later. Alright, so we are doing pretty well. We're pushing the lane. As I've mentioned in the previous videos, it's really important to push the current wave and still have some leftover units on the field, because those 4 roaches and 6 zerglings will still be used to attack the next wave. So by the time our current wave meets their next wave, their units are already damaged, so it's easier for us to clear them up, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. Our tier 2 is ready. So their main units are Marines and Marauders. So we'll keep on adding some more zerglings at the front to tank against the Marauders, and some zerglings and roaches too, and banelings and roaches too. Nice. Alright, so they've added 4 Reapers as well, so let's get some more banelings. Remember, Marines and Reapers are light units. Now banelings are perfect against light units. Let me just change that real quick. Okay, so I'm back. Alright, so we're doing really well at the moment. Because we have enough mineral, I've just put down 1 lurker. The lurker is great against Terran, actually against all species, to be honest. Because lurkers do a lot of damage in a straight line, and it can hit multiple units. So it's really important to have a few lurkers on the ground to attack multiple units at once. Since we're doing really well, I've gassed up. Or some of you might wonder, when do we gas up? So you can gas up when you are winning significantly. You don't want to gas up in the early game. You don't want to keep on gassing up because you might be able to lose that your line. So you want to gas up when you are safe, or if you're being hardly pushed. If you get hard pushed, then you might want to gas up and look into the late game. But you have to really balance that out, because they might scan your base and realize that you are gassing up a lot. They might end you quickly by adding more units and upgrading their units. So you have to watch their units very carefully when you want to gas up and look into the late game. So as you can see, they are trying to stack the medivacs. Medivacs are really easy for them to stack. So we want to get some more air units. So we've got mutas, On the field, we've got 5 units and 2 corruptors now. It's important to match the number of their air units with the number of our corruptors. Those medivacs on the field are not the number of medivacs that this guy's place on his board. It's just that they've then stacked. That's why we're seeing so many medivacs on the field. Okay, alright, so let's get another lurker.
We require more minerals.
Alright, we're doing pretty well at the moment. Now those 3 corruptors will stay and keep on clearing those medivacs for us. Even if the medivacs are in front of that Raven, Direct Strike is designed in a way that the units attack the units in priority or order. So at this point, the corruptors are recognizing Ravens as more important or higher priority than the medivacs. That's why it's attacking the Raven that's further away from the medivacs. Okay, I've got a Hydra at the back as well to do some more damage to the air. So it's really important to have a very good balance with your units. So again, the best way to win this game is to get your unit composition right. You need to have the best unit composition to fight against the opponent's unit composition. You need to counter them. You need to counter their units. That's the whole purpose of this game. Alright.
We require more minerals.
Nice. Oh, so they've got 2 Banshees, right. Okay, that's not a problem. We've got a scan. And I might want to get a vision. I will get an overload. Overseer, actually. Okay, right. Okay, let's get another Infestor. It's good to place the Infestors far away from each other. If you put them close to each other, they might throw the parasitic bomb to the same area, and because the parasitic bombs don't stack, it's kind of a waste if the parasitic bomb go into the same area. That's why I've spreaded those infestors as far as I can. Well, you can manually control the parasitic bombs, but I prefer to have it in automatic because in that way I can focus more on the macro. I can focus more on the overall unit compositions and how the game is going. Well, pros will micro everything, but I'm not a pro. I'm an amateur, so I'll put these into auto. Yeah, autos are great because you will never miss any skills. If you put them into micro, if you have to manually control those magic units, you might miss out some of those. Sometimes to use those skills, so I reckon it's safer to have them into auto mode. Okay, let's get up again because we're in a very good situation. Nice. Alright, let's tier 3. We might want to get a Viper next because it seems like our ground units are doing so well, but those medivacs seems to be staying alive. So we might want to get a Viper to attack, use the skill to attack multiple units at once. Okay. Alright. Okay, our tier 3 is ready, so when we get 200 minerals, I'll get a Viper. Right, let's get a Viper, turn those two off. So if you right click on the skill, you can turn the auto use. So that way, Viper will only use the skill for the air units. Alright, so let's... We don't really need Hydras at the moment, so I'll just turn into a Lurker. Look at how those Zerglings and Banelings are sweeping the field. Alright, seems like we're slowly being pushed. Let's upgrade. So this is when you want to upgrade. If you think that you are being pushed, and if you want to push back, if you want to hold that line or even push back, that's when you upgrade. And I highly recommend you upgrade the armors, because if you upgrade the armors, your units get tankier, which means more units will be able to survive and should be able to push further. Nice. Oh, that medivac just carried that cloud for us for the next wave. That's great. Okay, let's add another Viper. Get some more Zerglings. It's really important to add even 1 or 2 Zerglings per wave, because Zerglings are like the very foundation of the Zerg unit composition. It's like Zerglings are like the basic unit that we must have on the field, because they do quite a lot of tanking actually. If there are a lot of Zerglings, then they actually do quite a lot of tanking, and also does a lot of damage as well, because they surround them. Because they're really fast, and so many of them, unless he gets halberds or widow mines, Zerglings are such a great unit. It's good against Marauders, it's good against Thors, tanks, you name it. Nice. It's looking great. Okay, see how we've got 4 Vipers now? They're clearing the sky for us. We'll keep on adding some more mutas, because I think this guy's trying to get more Vikings. Okay, now he's starting to get some Liberators. Now, Liberators and Vikings are great units to stack. So let's get some more air units to counter them. Seems like our ground is doing so well. It's just that the air that we need to watch out for. See how mutas are getting melted? So we might want to get some more mutas. It's a pity he's not getting any Widow Mines, because Widow Mines are a hard counter for Zerglings, Banelings, and mutas, basically all light units. I'm not quite sure how I don't think he knows how to get Widow Mines. Because for Terran, you need to right-click on the what was that unit called? The turret-looking ones that can shoot when even if it's moving. You need to right-click on that unit to change it to Widow Mines, but I don't think he knows how to do that. So I'm not gonna tell him. Obviously, I don't want him to get any Widow Mines, so I'll just keep it this way. Alright. So at this point, let's say if he's not getting any Widow Mines, we can just spam mutas, and mutas will gonna just destroy and just erase all those units away from the field. Okay, let's add some more mutas. Nice. Okay, looks like their air units are all piled up together, which is great for our Vipers. Their skill will damage multiple units at once. So. Alright, some of you might ask me why I'm not getting any Ultralisks. Now, Ultras, I reckon Ultras are very late game units. You can easily win the game even if you don't have any Ultralisks. And Ultralisks, I think they are not very good at direct strike. They're like the hardcore version of Zerglings. Because this game is all about stacking and dealing multiple units at once from a long distance. With the similar amount of minerals, I would get a lurker, one more lurker than getting an Ultralisk. Because lurkers are 350 minerals, and ultras are 320. Ultras are 5 minerals more expensive than lurkers, but I don't think it's really cost efficient, to be honest. I've used Ultralisks before, but I rarely use Ultralisks, so but I'll definitely upload some videos if I get to use some Ultralisks. Alright, seems like our mutas are doing well, as expected. So let's get some more mutas and let's just finish the game. Let's just finish the game. Yeah, it's getting a bit boring, to be honest. Alright, let the Vipers use all those skills on the air units. Nice. Awesome. Okay. And Banshees are useless in Direct Strike too. I've never seen any good players getting Banshees because Banshees can be easily revealed if you have a vision, and also it's really hard to kill them because Banshees are very squishy. So if you're a Terran player, please don't get Banshees. They suck. Okay, we're doing pretty well. Let's just upgrade our attacks and armors, and let's just finish this game. I don't think he's ever crossed the midline. Yeah, I don't think he's ever crossed the midline. Okay, I think we'll be able to finish it in the next wave. Nice, GG. Alright. So I don't think he was an alpha Terran. I like his name though. It's cool, but he definitely wasn't an alpha. Alright, let's just have a look at the stats for a second. Let's have a look at the graph. Okay, so as you can see, there was a point where he did try to push, but my line was actually on top of his line in every situation. So